Hey everyone, I'm Leo Young, and welcome to part 2 of my DC conversation about what the hell's going on with them. Impressive Talks and Thoughts episode, if I'm correct, maybe 12, 11, I'm not 100% sure. But I don't really want to get onto that, let's get right into it. So, hey, there's been a whole lot of news since the last time I did this video. A whole lot of backing up news now that we understand what's been going on with DC. So, if you don't know, or you do know, but this is for those who don't, Ben Affleck is still he's still Batman. Only thing is, he is not directing his movie anymore. It was a whole ploy, a way of basically Ben Affleck sat back while his agent dealt with it. Something about someone not getting paid enough by Warner Brothers, but it's all fixed now. That's great. That happened once with Marvel, and I'm just saying this. It was Robert Downey Jr. There's a couple theories, not theories, but like sayings of what he did. One comment was he was getting paid more than the other actors, and Robert didn't want that. A lot of people said he wanted to be paid more. Some people are saying that he wanted everyone to be paid an equal amount. He doesn't want to be like the top dog. And personally, I want to go with the latter because, that makes Robert a good person. It doesn't make him the dick that he used to be, the druggie. So, right on for Robert Downey Jr. if that's true. But if it's not, well, hopefully there's another better reason. Anywho, moving up forward with it. Moving up forward with it. What the hell does that mean? Whatever. Anyways, so if you did see my first video, I'm just going to trail back. If you did see my first video, I basically talked about the problems in DC, like them removing Jeff Johns and all this. Well, Jeff Johns is the creative director of the DC Comics, so it would do them well to keep him as, some type of advisor, counselor, maybe if you want to use that word, for the movies, but instead, Warner Brothers said, nuh-uh, no way, that's a no-no, we're moving you out of here because we wanted, I don't know what the hell they want, to be honest. I'm getting more negative reports about other movies, like, all this crap about fucking, Ben Affleck's, out, and, The Flash loses its 5th director. And I'm not hearing a bad thing about Aquaman. I'm just hearing James Wan. I think his name is James Wan. They're going over here going like, oh, well, hey, we're doing pretty well. All we're doing, that we have our villain, we have our main characters, we just need to make a story, and we know our setting, under the fucking sea, with Ariel, under the sea. And it's going to be terrifying. It's going to have like a fear factor. But now we move over to the big 3. Superman's dead. Alright, he's dead. The Flash doesn't count as the big 3. I might as well just say the big 5, I guess. I don't know how they're going to be doing it. It's Superman, Batman, Wonder Woman, Flash, Cyborg, Aquaman. So the big 6. Oh, just like the comics. Well, it was big 7 back then. Anywho. So moving on to the big 5 without, Aquaman. Superman is dead. You die in your second movie. Good work, Superman. Batman's having problems, but it seems they've gotten shit back on the train. Everything's going, I wouldn't say going well, but everything's moving according to plan. The Flash lost its director. Now it has to push back. It has to not stop what it's doing. I don't even think you could say they started. They have to just find another new fucking director. They have to find a new everything for the Flash. I'm over exaggerating. I'm sorry. The reason I'm kind of speaking like this is because I love the Flash. Even before the Flash TV show, I personally didn't like Grant Gustin, but that's another topic for another day. I'm probably never gonna do. But I love the Flash, and the fact that they're getting him so wrong, so weird, is like, I don't know. And now we're hearing stuff about Wonder Woman. Like, the movie is dark, not like dark as in like what's the word? Not dark as in Batman v Superman. No, it's literally dark. Like, those dark scenes are just shot dark. Like, it's dark. The shadows are darker. Everything is hard to see. They up the brightness in the light scenes from what I'm hearing, but anything else, nah, it's just a problem. And there's this this has nothing to do with the directors, but it's like continuing with the whole understanding of what the fuck is going on. Ares is now a villain in the movie, but he's not a villain in the movie, if that makes sense. there's this, apparently there's a gas. They're going to use like this gas that makes people angry and war hungry. And they're calling it the Ares gas, something around that. And in my opinion, I'm like, what the fuck is that? How do you do that? Is Wonder Woman going to be like, going to call it that? She's like, oh, this gas makes people angry and want to go to war. I'll call it the Ares gas after my uncle or great-grand. I don't really know Wonder Woman's origins in this movie yet. Hopefully we will. But I don't know, man. I don't know what the fuck DC's doing over there. The Flash, Batman, Wonder Woman, Aquaman's doing pretty damn well. Good for Aquaman. And then I haven't even touched this topic yet, and I realized that when I was listening to the last video, the Suicide Squad. I mean, come on, man. What the hell is that? No, I can do an entire video, and I probably will do an entire video on the Suicide Squad. Just how wrong that movie itself was. Fucking Joker, Harley Quinn, Katana's origins, everything. I can do a 20-minute, 30-minute video just on that, naming problems off the top of my head, like I always do. But usually that leads me to like 7 minutes of content. Suicide Squad alone can get me an hour and a half. So put that on your resume. What the hell? Put that on. Actually, I don't know. Put that in your mind. I can do an hour and a half conversation by myself about what the hell was wrong with Suicide Squad. But for the DC movies, I can only do like 7 minutes, which we are approaching. But the reason for that is because I pretty much got everything I needed to say out in the first part. The second part is more of the problems with other movies in their DC collective. Like, I'm trying not to go delve into Marvel because this is strictly a DC conversation. You know, a DC related video. This is my talks and thoughts. These are my thoughts, and I talk about them, thus the name. But, man, I remember when DC used to rule the game. And it's kind of funny, because they didn't. It's like, DC did amazing on television with Young Justice, Smallville, and that's about it. Oh, wait, no, Justice League Unlimited, Justice League Commercial, Teen Titans. And the reason is because they were all, like, connected universes and such. Then they get into movies, and it's like, DC used to rule the early 2000s. No, they didn't. Sit down and think about what you just said. DC used to rule the early 2000s. No, they didn't. Batman used to rule the early 2000s. That wasn't even Batman. That was Nolan in a fucking suit that won't let you move your neck. I'm sorry I'm cursing a lot, but there's a whole lot of issues going on. That wasn't Batman. That was Nolan. That was Nolan ruling the early verse. In fact, just a little non-known fact about that. Nolan is the reason Superman and Batman can't appear on television. Superman did recently, but back in the day, Nolan didn't want Smallville using Batman. Batman was originally supposed to show up on Smallville, but Nolan was like, "Yeah, I don't know." Wait, do I keep saying Nolan? Yeah, Nolan, the Nolan verse. Nolan was like, "Yeah, I don't want that." Because I just want there to be one Batman and I want all the focus on him. So don't do that. And because of that, he put a quote-unquote embargo on, Batman. And DC looked at it as like, you know what, that's a smart idea. We're going to take his idea and, use that for ourselves. And thus, the legendary and infamous DC embargo is born. People can't show up on other people's stuff. I don't know if that would move over to cartoons. Because they didn't, in a way it did. They didn't want the Teen Titans to burst onto Justice League, but I guess that's mainly because of art style. The Teen Titans did exist in the Justice League show, but they didn't make a team. Like Batman, I think, even commented he's working with the Titans in wherever to deal with a problem. So, and this was during a Static Shock episode. So yeah, the universes were connected, but not that connected. Not as bad as the movies and everything was really. That's the biggest change. And sorry, I sound like I'm clipping in and out, but it's like I'm trying to get this in. The biggest change was like the Flash. When they made Green Arrow, that was everyone's idea of, okay, so this is DC's way of saying we're never going to make a Green Arrow movie. We're never going to put Green Arrow in the movies. And then they added all these characters, and like, all right, the more they add, the worse it gets. And that was scary because it was like, Green Arrow has a good connection with a number of good heroes, and they're like, you don't need to add a Black Canary in a Green Arrow movie. I mean, in a Green Arrow TV show. But alone, it's just like you have to make up your own characters, and it was easier to build up these characters. I'm sorry that I didn't make sense. The reason it was scary was if Green Arrow kept on adding super villains, adding main DC characters like Black Canary, like Count Vertigo, like Deadshot, they would not allow them on movies. Period, point blank. We soon learned that's not the case. But we learned it in a very wrong way. And I'm not counting Flash. Flash was, I feel like, an experiment. A lot of people didn't like Flash. Even I said it like earlier. I didn't think Grant Gustin was going to do well because he wasn't blonde. That's just my problem. Fuck off about it. He proved us all wrong. And now he's not only in the movies, he's in the TV. I mean, not only is he in TV, he's in the movies now. So that's great. Great job, Ezra Miller. Great job, Grant Gustin. But the negative thing I was saying, the wrong part about it, I forgot how I worded it back with the Green Arrow talk 2 minutes ago. The Suicide Squad. It all comes back around, and I think I'm going to end it with this. The Suicide Squad, if you didn't know, was put on Arrow as a test. They wanted to see if people liked the Suicide Squad enough to make a movie. When they got nothing but good reviews, it's like, oh my god, the Suicide Squad's coming, Deadshot, Deathstroke, Cupid, they didn't fucking use King Shark and Captain Boomerang, but whatever, maybe one day they'll fix that problem. It's gonna be great. And when people started saying that, and Warner Brothers fucked up mine, they were like, okay, great, this is great, this means that we can make a Suicide Squad movie because they like the TV show. So their reaction was, all right, kill off Deathshot, never show Deathstroke again, and disband the team. Oh, and kill Waller. By the way, kill Waller. Destroy everything Suicide Squad related in the TV show so we can make it in a movie. What the fuck what kind of move would that be? And this is why I wanted to end it here, is like, they made the assumption that because everyone loved the TV version, they can make a movie and kill off the TV version. Now all we have is David Ayer's version, which is now being redone by Mel Gibson. Not redone like rebooted, but like rewritten for Suicide Squad 2, where Mel Gibson has to fix all the problems that were there as much as he probably can. And I don't even know anymore. DC seems to be getting back on track, but at the same time, I'm more excited about Fox. Is that sad? No, it's not. Fox is getting its shit together. It's getting Legion, it's getting Fantastic Four, it's getting X-Force, it's getting everyone together. DC, I don't even know, man. The fact that I just now learned that they're having 2 different Shazam movies, they're having a Black Adam and then a Captain Marvel, or a Billy Batson movie. I don't even know if that's true, but it kind of sounds like it too, because we've never heard a single... How do you cast the villain before your hero? Anyways, sounds like it's time for me to head out. So I hope you did enjoy this episode of my Talks and Thoughts, and I will see you later with a review of Fox. I'm Leo Young, and I will see you in the next one. Peace.